So our tuning fork part 2 for Alice. So it's a combination of lung energy and triple heater energy. So we'll go see what the affirmation is. This one feels to me like that very last moment you had with your mum compared to the very last moment Michael had with your mum. Because it's about jealousy. So it's about, it's about jealousy. And I suppose he's always been treated differently by your mum. Okay, so we're ready to transcend and dissolve, or is this about mum? Is this about Michael? Is this about Alice? Alice, yeah. Okay, so we need to transcend and dissolve, comparing yourself with others. No, comparing yourself with others, not so much jealousy. Interesting. Okay, you know, it's similar but different. Okay, so what do we need to do? The lung meridian? Nope. The triple heater meridian? Nope. Is there a surrogate meridian we can use for the 13th chakra? Yes, there is. Okay, so which surrogate do we need? Heart chakra as a surrogate, base chakra as a surrogate. Heart and base? No. Is that the priorities? Okay, interesting. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transcend my comparing myself with others into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively cooperate with others and acknowledge true humility as the willingness to only see the highest and best in others. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively dissolve my comparing myself with others into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively cooperate with others and acknowledge true humility as the willingness to see only the highest and best in others. It's going to connect anyway. Shimmy, shimmy. Okay. What about the one at the beginning? So I found, I've been doing the flower essence holograms for like 25 years. I discovered another page today. So I thought, what's that? Okay. So is there something we need from here, something we need from here, something we need from here? Sadness, shame, sadness. Okay, so which one? Cheerlessness, loneliness, and despair. Cheerlessness, loneliness, and despair. Okay. So the same chakras, the tuning fork meridians, just generally around the aura, okay. So this is an extra one at the beginning to do with the lung meridian as a whole. So I have to, okay. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transcend and dissolve my feelings of cheerlessness, loneliness, and despair into a responsible expression of all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transcend and dissolve the thoughts I have associated with Michael, Mum, and myself into a responsible expression of all-encompassing love. Wish I could see auras. Check. Yeah, never noticed those pages before, and then I made sure it was at the beginning of all of them, and it is. I've just never used them. That's funny. Yeah, right, but even just hearing, okay, so once again, this is for Alice, this is for Michael, this is for Mum, no, this is all three of you. So just that energy, you know, of needing to let each other go on, needing to let each other move forward, needing to let go of all the guff, switches off the pleasure reward centers. I mean, I know you're in the middle of all the bullshit associated with everything, but do you get that feeling that you and Michael have got a good opportunity to move forward with this?
I hope so.
Yeah.
It just depends what will and my plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's still up to Michael. That's still up to Michael. Okay. Okay, so now we need to go in and do some survival stuff. Doesn't feel like the adrenals though. Hold. 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 Yeah. So there's survival switching. Hold. Deep survival. Hold. Hidden deep. Yeah. Who's part of this? Okay, so Alice, Michael, Mum, so you and Michael. Okay. So, periventricular survival system. Yeah, so anterior cingulate gyrus. So this is that part of the brain that picks on yourself and keeps rethinking everything till the cows come home when you don't feel like you've done everything perfect under stress. So because 10,000 years ago, the difference between that, you would have been gored by a bison or something. So limbic 21, 27.
So,
There's a bit of inflammation through here too. Getting headaches? Silly question. Hold out. Not too bad. Yeah, but that anterior cingulate gyrus, that's that one that's picking on yourself, so it's doing that whole pulling you back into old survival patterns. So you it didn't matter what you did through life, it was never good enough for your mum. So your brain has the opportunity, if you allow it to just continue feeling like you're a failure for the rest of your life. No, now it's time to let that go. So this pain and punishment circuit, it wants to keep, because if you always feel like you are not good enough under stress, then you'll always strive for better. So you can imagine 10,000 years ago, if it's the difference between you, your kids, your partner dying because they're going to get eaten because you didn't do something correctly. You can see the survival mechanism in there. Not necessary these days, not in this day and age. But it's survival stuff from 10,000 years ago that we have driving the stuff today. Yeah, and this one is the one that makes us OCD and stuff. So once again, it's hard to make a decision moving forward when we've got all the stuff keeping our brain is sort of like, you know, don't pay attention to what I can do for me.
that's so true, because I keep reliving Mum's final day and how it didn't go right.
Yeah, and this is the part of that brain that wants you to feel guilty forever. Yeah, why should you feel guilty forever? Do you think God wants you to feel guilty forever? Your mum would want you to, if she was alive, she'd want you to feel guilty forever, but she's moved on now. She's in a different plane. Okay, so there's the orbitofrontal cortex. This is the one with conflict. Once again, re-going that day. If I hadn't done this, if I had said this, if I had, you were given the best information that those nurses could give you. You made a decision, given the best information those nurses could give you, and it fell to shit. That's no one's fault. That's no one's fault. But this part of the brain, again, because your brain was so discombobulated at the time, you wouldn't have had logic running, you wouldn't have had creative running, you would have been in survival and just trying to get everything done for days because you didn't sleep, you hardly ate anything sensibly, you wouldn't have been hydrated, or maybe you would have hydrated, you're pretty good at that. But, this part of the brain just wants you to have conflict about that forever so that you don't make that same mistake again.
I just want to watch it. Can I be in it?